This is the solution video for section 5.1, problem number 10. All right, so we have our d squared equation, right? And so we want to minimize the d squared equation. So we're going to take the derivative of the d squared equation, okay? All right, and so this is relatively easy derivative to do. I've got y minus 0 squared, so the derivative there would just be 2 times y minus 0 to the first times the derivative of y. All right, and then plus this one here, I'm going to take 2 times the 2y squared minus 10 to the first times the derivative of 2y squared, so that would be 4y. All right, and so now we want to set this equal to 0 and solve, and so I've got the 2y here plus. All right, now if I distribute here, I've got the 4y times a 2, which is really just an 8y, right? So then I'm going to take the 8y multiplied by this 2y squared, right? So that would be 16y cubed minus, and then this would be minus 80y. All right, so now I've got the 2y and the minus 80y. So I've got the 16y cubed, and then I've got a minus 78y. So now, in order to solve, I'm going to factor out, right? So I can factor out a y. Now, 16 and 78, those are both divisible by 2, right? So this would be 8 and 39, right? So I'm going to factor out a 2y, right, which gives me 8y squared minus 39. All right. Um, so now I'm going to set each equal to 0. So 2y equals 0 and 8y squared minus 39 equals 0. So obviously here y equals 0. Right now, y equals 0. Well, here is where y equals 0. So based upon the picture, we know that that's not going to be the answer, but it is still a critical number nonetheless. All right. And then we have this 8y squared minus 39. So I'm going to add 39 divided by 8. So y equals plus or minus the square root of 39 eighths, right? Now, plus or minus, well, obviously you've got the positive square root of 39 eighths and the negative square root of 39 eighths, right? So that would work. Either one should work, all right? But let's just go with the positive for right now. All right, so we want to verify that there is indeed a minimum there, right? All right, so I'm going to put 0 here, and I'm going to put the square root of 39 eighths here. All right, and so I've got 2y, and I've got the square root of 39 eighths. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. All right, so I've got my 2y. Then I've got 8y squared minus 39. All right. Now, I could extend this and bring the negative root 39 eighths here as well, and you'll see that they're both going to work. All right. So I'm going to put my 0 above there and my 0 here and here. All right. And so now, pick a number to the left of 0. How about a negative number? So I get a negative on both sides, or on the left side, a positive on the right. Okay, now what about in between, or on the bottom row? All right, so pick a number in between. How about 0? So 8 times 0 squared minus 39, of course, is negative, right? A number to the right of 39 eighths. Well, what is a number to the right of the square root of 39 eighths? All right, so we have to figure out what 39 eighths is. So 40 eighths would be 5, right? So square root of 5. So let's say I pick a number like 3, all right, and put it in there. So I get 8 times 3 squared. So 3 squared is 9. 8 times 9, right, is 72. Minus 39 is obviously positive. And then we would get the same if we plugged it in here, right? So when we carry the signs down, we get a negative and a positive and a negative and a positive, right? And so remember, we're looking for where a minimum occurs. So you'll see that there is a local minimum there. There would be a local maximum there, and then a local minimum here. So local minimums at both of those y values, right? So the question says, all right, find the points on the parabola. So now we have the y values. So now I need to know the x values as well, right? So remember, x is equal to the square root 2y squared, right? So if x is 2y squared, then we're going to take x equals 2 times the square root of 39 eighths squared, or negative square root of 39 eighths squared, right? We're going to square both of them. They're going to be the same, right? Obviously, the x values are the same. And so I get 2 times 39 eighths, right? Which of course would be 39 fourths, right? And so my 2 points are positive square root of 39 fourths, comma, positive square root of 39 eighths. And then the other point would be 39 fourths, comma, negative square root of 39 eighths. And so those are the points.